Aiken and the mental health factor. Clay Aiken has revealed he goes through what so many people do, constant battles with anxiety that can be overwhelming. And Showbiz Tonight can tell you that mental health is something that some of Hollywood's biggest stars are now openly talking about. Stars like Clay Aiken and Rosie O'Donnell are talking about it.
So you got a little bit of a panic attack thing, which I have too, frankly.
And stars like Tom Cruise are even arguing about it on the Today Show.
The antidepressant, all it does is mask the problem.
What they are talking about are mental disorders, such as depression or anxiety, and antidepressants, the kind of things that at one time affected millions of Americans who had to suffer in silence. Well, now they're silent no more. And Showbiz Tonight can tell you that from Clay Aiken to Brooke Shields to even Tony Soprano,
I find it interesting you would say that.
Hollywood is talking about mental health issues like never before.
We're really seeing how celebrities are really mirroring what's going on in society.
As Clay Aiken promotes his new album, he's now opening up about his sometimes paralyzing struggle with anxiety. A struggle that seemed to grow along with his blockbuster career that began after American Idol. On The View, Clay got some support from Rosie O'Donnell, who says she has also taken antidepressants.
I am too, and there are millions of Americans who do it, and you have to realize if a car runs out of oil, the engine is going to seize. So you need to get the oil in there to get things moving. So, you never have to apologize for that. People say to me, what are you on? The brand is irrelevant. It's like eyeglass prescriptions. Right. You have to find what is the right one for you by going to a good doctor.
It's very helpful to see a celebrity talk about anything going on in their lives.
Developmental psychologist Cooper Lawrence tells Showbiz Tonight that the openness we've seen from Aiken and other celebs can dramatically help fans grappling with those same troubles.
There's growing evidence that celebrity worship is linked to your personal feelings. Well, now they're going through OCD, they're going through depression, they're going through anxiety disorder. So am I. Okay, if they're going through it and they're seeking help, maybe I'll go do that too. So it desensitizes it, and people that really need the help might be more apt to feel like they can go get the help.
You can let go of your pride.
Lorraine Bracco, who ironically plays a psychiatrist on The Sopranos, told Showbiz Tonight about her battle with depression.
I felt that I was constantly in a fighting mode. I mean, I was constantly putting out fires.
Rick Springfield and Patty Duke have also gone public with their psychological struggles. But Dr. Lawrence tells Showbiz Tonight that celebrities can give the wrong message.
The negative side to it is the fact that people start to diagnose themselves. They feel like, well, if Clay Aiken has it, I must have it too because I can relate to him. So the downside is the fact that you start to personalize what they're going through when you might not need those drugs at all.
Brooke Shields is a prime example of how a celebrity can spur public debate about depression. The actress went public with her struggle with postpartum depression. She even spoke to me about it.
I wrote a book about it, and as well as depression, postpartum depression. I felt the need to at least just not stand on any kind of a soapbox, but just say, hey, listen, this was my story. If there's anything in this that you find familiar, you might find this a good place to start and feeling not alone.
As we all know, the Tom Cruise bomb dropped.
I've never agreed with psychiatry.
In a now infamous Today Show interview, Tom Cruise ripped Brooke Shields for taking antidepressants.
I'm saying that drugs aren't the answer, that these drugs are very dangerous. They're mind-altering, antipsychotic drugs. And there are ways of doing it without that so that we don't end up in a brave new world. The thing that I'm saying about Brooke is that there's misinformation, okay?
Cruise later apologized to Brooke, but the whole exchange sparked a public discussion about postpartum depression that Dr. Lawrence says wasn't entirely helpful.
The danger part of that was people that admire him were going, this drug is not good and I might be experiencing this, but I'm not going to use drugs. Whereas that's not what technology says. And you want to talk to your doctor. You don't want to listen to Tom Cruise.
Still, as more stars continue to speak out about their own personal demons, they can provide assurance and inspiration to their fans.
It's just nice to see that it's not this Hollywood idea that we have to keep a perfect image. Now we're just like you.
And as we all know, depression is not just a Hollywood problem. An estimated 15 million Americans suffer from it, and doctors write 123 million prescriptions for antidepressants each year. While, as you just heard, Clay Aiken openly talked about his struggles with anxiety, he reacted sometimes angrily when he was questioned about rumors that he is gay. Let me tell you, we were absolutely swamped with emails when we asked our question of the day, which was, Clay Aiken, is it wrong to ask him questions about his sexuality? An overwhelming 79% of you said yes, it is wrong. Only 21% of you said no. We're going to be reading some of your emails a little later on in the show. And it's worth noting how many of you asked that we reiterate that Clay outright denied being gay in an interview with Rolling Stone magazine a few years ago.
Well, tonight, only Showbiz Tonight